So there's really two types of companies. There are companies that offer discounts and companies that don't offer discounts. And if you are a company that offers discounts, your Black Friday discount is not going to be any different than your standard discounts, your New Year's discount, your anniversary discount, your Halloween discount, your summer sale discount. So I would not worry about it in that case. If you are a company that doesn't give discounts, then I would not make Black Friday and feel compelled to give a discount during Black Friday just because it's Black Friday. Instead, what I generally would recommend is taking your product and bundling it with another product or with another company's product or another offering or some sort of upsell or something like that, that even may have the price be higher than the normal price, but that gives people an added benefit. So it's not that you are cheapening your product, you are adding and bundling to the product, which makes the offering more valuable, but it is a perceived discount to the customer. When you're selling at low scale, you have to have higher margins on each of your products. But if during Black Friday, you're able to reduce your products and sell a lot more, as long as they're not additional costs on your back end through support or services or whatever, then even with a slightly lower margin because of the reduced price, you can still make that up in the number of products that you're selling. Now, this kind of crumbles a little bit if you have people services and that type of stuff that's bolted on that has a physical cost or some other cost to the product after the sale. So you don't want to reduce your price so low that you're not making any margin, but you can deal with a lower margin on the back end and hope that you're going to make it up through scale. Yes, very. Site speed and especially mobile speed is so important during Black Friday when 90% of people are going to be on their phones at their relative's house. Make sure your site is mobile friendly. Make sure your site is fast or you're going to lose sales. The biggest problem you're going to have with marketing during Black Friday is that everyone essentially has the same message. Hey, it's cheaper. It's Black Friday. What you need to be able to do is choose a different message, some other hook, some other way of presenting your product and whatever you're selling during Black Friday in a way that zigs when everyone else is zagging. At the end of the day, the core of marketing is standing out. So the better you can make a unique message during a time when everyone is going towards discounts, the better off you're going to be. Honestly, the easiest thing you can do is just add UTM values to the links that your influencers are using. Then you can use a tool like SegMetrics to track not only where people are coming from, but how long it's taking them to purchase, whether they're buying during Black Friday or they're going through a nurture sequence and purchasing later. That's going to get you the real ROI of all of your influencers. So once upon a time, you could probably start your Black Friday promotions around end of November. And then some people got wise to that and they started the middle of November and then early November and then right around Halloween and then mid-October and then early October. And then last year, I finally saw my first one in September. So there's really no hard and fast rule, but I would try to position it as close to Black Friday as possible so that people don't forget about it, but then as early as possible so that you can build up that energy and that discussion for people to buy your product. And this really depends on the type of product. If you are doing an info product, there's not as much need to build that up. If you're doing a B2C product, you probably maybe want to build that up a little bit more. It really depends on your business. The number one metric you need to be tracking during Black Friday is your return on ad spend. How much is it costing you to get a lead? And then how much are you able to make back from that investment? The second most important metric you need to look at is your customer value. And this shows you not just how much money you made, but how much each individual customer was worth during Black Friday. And what gets even cooler is that with a system like SegMetrics, you can take that value and look at it not just during Black Friday, but a week later, a month later, a year later, and see how the new customers you got during Black Friday increased in value over time. And that gives you the real value of the marketing that you did during Black Friday. For a full breakdown on how to run a winning Black Friday campaign, check out our Black Friday Cyber Monday playbook. I'll drop a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.